Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Katya. I hope you guys are having a beautiful week or weekend whenever this video is gonna go up. So for today's video, I wanted to put up some of my wall art pieces that I've been doing recently. What I envisioned was just creating an abstracty sort of with frames, not placing it in a perfect way, but when I started putting them up, I realized that I just wanted the whole entire wall from top to bottom completely covered. I thought I was just gonna do a portion of it, but I don't know, I really wanted it to be a focal point, and I'm super happy of how it turned out. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. So we are in my DIY room and I am slowly putting things together. One of my last videos I think it was for DIY wall art, and I wasn't too sure where I was going to put those wall pieces. So I decided to go ahead and put it on that wall that's behind me, because that is definitely a wall that I tend to use very often when it comes to filming my clothing hauls, just filming things in general. So I thought it would just be prettier if I had a little bit of some decorations on that wall and just make it look a little bit less plain. Less white. Before we get into this, I just wanted to explain a little bit my whole process of how I do things on the wall. Everyone has their own thing, and this is just my way of doing it. A lot of people do it where they cut out paper to the shape of the frame, and then once they do that, then they start sticking it and just sort of play around with it. I've never been one to do that. I don't know if it's just me being lazy. I just don't feel like it. It's just something that I've never done. What I do is I place all my frames flat on the floor to sort of get a visual idea of how I want to place the frames, but then I just sort of wing it. That's just who I am. That's just how I've always done it. If you remember the whole hallway, I had done these huge like baskets that I had put on the wall, and I didn't stick anything before. I just went with what I visually saw. That's just my way, but I mean, if you're more comfortable of doing it the other way, then you guys do that, but this is just my preference and how I go about hanging my wall art. Another thing I wanted to mention that I did, it's pretty obvious, but I just wanted to mention it anyway because it is part of the whole process. When I did print out pictures, I went online, looked at pictures that I thought were beautiful, and then I wanted to create a whole collage and I thought would go perfect with my decor. So I took the pictures and then put it in Photoshop and then sized them to the appropriate sizing. That's something that's important too, because if you have a frame that's 8 by 10, you want to make it bigger, and if it's something, you know, if it's 5 by 7, then you want to make the images smaller. So that was definitely something that I thought I should mention when I did do my putting the pictures and my wall art in the frames, and thought I would share with you. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into this part. Let's do this. Before I start placing these frames on the wall, I thought I would lay them out just so I can get a visual as to how I want them to look on my wall. It's pretty much a mix of my DIYs, some beautiful artwork, some pictures I found, gifts. It's pretty much a mix of all things that I love. There's a few frames that I still need to put pictures in, so I'm gonna do that, and once that's done, I'm going to pretty much start putting them up on the wall. This is the wall I am thinking of putting all the frames on. I just think it's a wall that I film a lot on, whether it's for my clothing hauls or even when I'm just doing random filming. What I'm gonna do next is I decided to not put a whole bunch of holes in my wall since there will be a lot of frames hanging there. So I got a bunch of these non-damaging sticky things that they're sort of like Velcro. So you stick one piece to the frame and then you stick the other one to the wall. And I just think they're great options to just to not damage your wall. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on each of the frames. guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I have been recently doing a lot of home decor DIY videos. I try to incorporate a little bit of fashion in there as well, but a few of you have been asking me to share my everyday makeup with you. So what I thought would be fun maybe for my next video is do my everyday makeup, but also do a Q&A and go through a list of questions that you have for me and that you want to know more about me. If that's something that you could be interested in, then comment down below. And if you have questions, write it all down. I will try my best to answer all of them. Anyway, just thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all your love, your support. You guys know already, it means the world to me. I swear, I say it every time, but it just really does. Have a beautiful rest of the day. I love you guys so much. Mwah. See you next time.